रघुनाथं वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सवधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्यदेवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पदं सहगना ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधाकान्त नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वंशकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare।
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare।
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Lord Premanandi. Hare Krishna, Hare Ram Sankirtan Yagya ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanandi. Hare Krishna. So, I was asked to speak about some Prabhupada's pastimes. I guess everybody likes to hear that. Hare Krishna. Well, I can tell you about Prabhupada in South America, since I lived with him there for a full week. And then next year, so Prabhupada visited first Mexico. That was the second visit to Mexico. First visit was in 72, and second in 75. And that second visit, Prabhupada, the first day he arrived, he gave lecture at the temple. The same temple is there, same Radha Krishna deity is there. So recently they celebrated 50th anniversary. We're supposed to go to Los Angeles. And the one in Los Angeles was supposed to go to Mexico. Some or other got mixed up, changed it. But actually it's Krishna's arrangement. If you go to Mexico, see this deity, has some Mexican looking. You know? So they're perfect for Mexico. Anyway, Prabhupada ordered send these deities, you know, like that. So, program, the TV program, millions, Prabhupada, millions, let's go immediately. And the presenter was a very famous man in Mexico at that time, and he was very impressed by Prabhupada, by his philosophy, by his purity. Was a very nice program. In Mexico, Prabhupada was giving Sunday feast lecture. After the lecture, one man said, after hearing you, I'm convinced. I'm going to surrender to Krishna. Tomorrow I'm going to come with my wife and 5 children to live in the temple. Prabhupada said, no, you didn't understand. So, another lady asked Prabhupada, what happened if at the time of death I can't think of Krishna, but I think of you? Prabhupada smiled and said, that is also good. If Guru is also living with Krishna, you think of him, he's with Krishna. So, Bidi, and nothing of this Bidi. His Guru Maharaj, Bhakti Sundar Saraswati, when they were building the temple in Bagh Bazaar in Calcutta, he was helping rolling the bidi for the workers so they would not stop working. And he said, when people, because you can't give up something unless you understand why you have to give it. You know, what is the benefit? First you have to develop, you know, higher taste. That's our philosophy, no? Param drishtva nivartate. not artificial imposition on the mind. You still test this for material things is there. But if you experience, I said this movement is kitchen religion. That's our secret weapon. Isn't? So, Prabhupada used to go for a walk also in the morning. Did I tell you the story of the toothbrush?
No,
I didn't.
not here.
While walking in the park in Mexico, a beautiful park nearby the temple, three park with lakes, nobody was harmed, and they finally got the branch to get the Prabhupada is the branch. Prabhupada said, Prabhupada, thank you. He looked at the branch, examine it, is useless. Throw it away. Wasn't good for that purpose. But he appreciated their effort, you know. You know, in Spain they have this sport. They call it castillete, castles, and they have competition. Who does the higher, like that? So they came to know that in India they have this also. So they invited the Indians to Spain for competition. And of course the Indian won the competition. They are more expert, more years to practice. So they was interviewed in the TV. And they asked them from where originated this sport, you know. And they said this came from Krishna Leela, from Krishna's pastime. He used to climb the shoulder of his friend to steal the yogurt. So we are doing the same thing. Remembering Krishna's activities. So Krishna was very expert at stealing butter and yogurt, especially the heart of the gopis. So we may build very huge walls of Maya around our heart, but our hope is that Krishna is a thief. He can't jump the wall and steal our heart. So one day, one of the gopis made a very fresh, nice yogurt. So Krishna has a spies. They told him, Krishna, we came to know about this. We are very hungry. Let's go there and steal this yogurt. Krishna said, yes, tell our friend to assemble here. We go together. But this gopi also had a spy. So they told her, get ready. Krishna is going to your home to steal. So when they arrived, they found a room full of, what do you call, alarm system. Threads full of bells everywhere. Not only one room, all the rooms. If one bell touched here, we hear it in the other room. Very expert alarm system. You know, like some museum, they have this laser rays, you know, to protect valuable things. So they have it with threads and bells, you know. So when Krishna's friends saw that, they became a little discouraged. They said, oh, Krishna, we will remain hungry today. And we can't. Krishna said, don't worry, I will take care of this. So Krishna spoke to the bells. Bells, who is your Lord and Master? Bell said, Krishna, you are our only Lord and Master. Are you going to obey me? Yes, Krishna, whatever you say, we will obey. Very good. I'm going to enter with my friend this room and touch you. You should make no sound. Agreed? Agreed. Okay. So Krishna jumped in the room with his friend, touching all the bells, no sound came. He climbed on his friend's shoulder, grabbed the pot full of bells, shaking it, no sound came. Cut the rope full of bells, nothing. Took down the pot, took the cover full of bells, no sounds. But as soon as Krishna started eating the yogurt, all the bells sounded at the same time. So all his friends jumped out of the window running, you know. And Krishna became angry at the bells. Why you're doing this? I told you not to do it. Why you disobeyed me? They will say, what can we do, Krishna? The Vedas said, when Bhagavan eat, the sound of the bell must be there. You're calling me, I have to come, you know. Hare Krishna. When Mahaprabhu was a little Nimai, one Brahmana stayed at his home, He had his own deity. He will cook for the deity, and whatever he offered, he will eat. Otherwise, he will not eat. So he ate. He cooked, rang the bell, chanting mantra, his deity Gopal. He had a beautiful deity of Krishna. Nimai came and started eating. "You boy, why you're spoiling my offering like this?" Well, it says, "Sorry, it's his child, we will tie him up, we'll put him in his room, so please cook again." No, Krishna want me to fast." No, please cook again. Very late at night. "Last time, please try. We will rock him in the room." At midnight, he was offering, the boy came, start eating again. So the Brahmana was upset. He said, "Why you spoiling my offering again? Why you do this?" And he might say, "I don't understand you. You rang the bell, call me to eat. When I come to eat, you become angry." "But I'm worshiping my Gopal, not you." "You don't know who I am." And he showed him his form as Gopal. The Brahmana fell in ecstasy. He started throwing the pots around, putting prasadam over his face. He was rolling on the ground. All the people of the house woke up running. "What happened? What happened? Was any problem giving you this child?" No, the offering was perfect. Everything was perfect. So anyway, so the gopi came running. "Finally, Krishna, I caught you stealing my yoga." Krishna said, No, I'm not stealing." "How can you deny, Krishna? Your hand is inside the pot." No, my elephant toy fell in. "Yeah, I'm really good." "Come on, Krishna, your face is full of yogurt." "No, my friend was stealing your yogurt. Before they left, they put yogurt in my face to make me look guilty." No, enough of your lies, Krishna. I'm gonna tied you up and took your mother Yashoda to chastise you for being a thief. So she tied Krishna's hand, pulled him behind. Arrived at Yashoda's house, knocked on the door. "Yashoda, come see your small thief here." "What are you talking about? Krishna never left house. Krishna come." Krishna came out of the room. And she turned her back, and her son was tied up. Krishna switched. So she became like surprised, how this happened. And Krishna came and whispered in her ear, "And next time if you tie me up, your husband will be tied up." So Krishna is very naughty, Very, very naughty. I remember when I joined the Hare Krishna movement, I gave books to my friend, family, to read about Krishna, So my sister told me, I read the book, very nice book, but I have one doubt. I say, "Ask me anything." No, but please don't get offended." "No, I will not get offended. Ask me anything." She said, "Well, I don't understand why you worship a God who's a thief and a liar." And I say, "Why do you say like this?" She said, "I say not to get offended, but no, why you?" "Because I read in the book that he used like to steal butter yogurt, and when he's caught, he denied. But not only thief, also liar. How can you worship a God like this?" I told her, well, to answer your doubt, I must ask you first to please accept, at least theoretically, that Krishna is the Supreme Lord. Then I can explain. She said, "Okay, theoretically I can agree. All right, if he's God, means he created the whole universe. That means all the yogurt and butter in the universe belongs to him. If you say I'm not stealing, he's saying the truth. How can he steal from himself?" She said, "That makes sense. I never thought about it." I said, "Yeah, Krishna causes common sense, logic, common sense. It's not fanatic of religion or anything like that. It's very common sense and logic. No? Then why he does it then? Because he likes to give fun. He's very naughty. He likes to have fun. And by doing his naughty activity, he gives pleasure, spiritual pleasure to his devotees. They enjoy hearing. In this world, nobody likes a thief. Everybody condemns a thief. But when God steals, devotee glorify. They enjoy his activities. So there's a difference between us and God. Anyway, and Prabhupada, he said once, "Why I came to your country? I didn't have to come. I was 70 years old man staying in Vrindavan. Nobody will have blamed me if I didn't come. So why I came?" He said, "I came because I love Krishna." And what means to love Krishna? Because if you love Krishna, you want to see his fame, his glory being broadcasted everywhere. That means love. That is the prime symptom of love. If the person you love, you want to see him glorified more and more. More famous, well all known. So that's why I came. And because of love of my Guru. My Guru asked me to come. So unless there is a desire to please the Guru and Krishna, there is no question of devotional service. It's not something theoretical that we know and recite some mantra, some shloka, and if there is no feeling, it's mechanical. It's maybe take a more time, long time, to have effect. So Prabhupada told his disciples, I can only suggest, you already came to me, everything you're doing because out of love for me, so it's no question of force. Don't force anyone. Always try to understand that Krishna conscious devotional service is a voluntary activity. And we should just encourage everyone to chant and hear and be honest in their dealings with one another, That's very important, no? Honest dealings. So, what is the symptom of a saintly person? Prabhupada was a great saint, great sadhu. What are the symptoms? Titikshava karunika, surida sarvadehinam, ajata shatrava shanta, sadava sadhu bhushanam. Titikshava karunika is very tolerant, very compassionate. At the beginning of the movement, Prabhupada had to do all the cooking. Nobody knew how to cook. Not only that, he had to wash all the dishes afterward, because everybody eat, they leave. He had to wash all the dishes. But one day, one devotee, new devotee, he thought, wow, who's gonna do all these dishes? Everybody leaving. He said, I should help. So he offered to help. And Prabhupada said, it's Krishna's mercy. I was thinking I'm a little tired. Who's gonna help me? And Krishna sent you. So, thank you. Prabhupada said, cooking is very, very important. Very, very important, because every human being has to eat. So, and this cooking is the very important business. To cook, to please the Lord, to offer the food to the Lord. That's very important activities. That's Radharani's department. So all the ladies who are cooking are assistants of Radharani, actually, to offer the food of Krishna. When Prabhupada's Guru Srila Bhakti Siddhanta, one is in his bed, he was sick in Jagannath Puri. Some disciples came to visit him, to see him, and one of them was discussing about managerial problems in the temple. So some devotees were upset that our Guru is sick and he come to speak about managerial problems, things like that. But one sannyasi corrected them, no. Our Guru is taking much interest in this, because every temple to serve Krishna, that's Radharani's department. To see that Krishna Seva is going on nicely, the food is being offering, nice food is being offered, everything, that's Radharani department. That's why our Guru took interest that the temple should be managed properly, because that's for the Lord's pleasure. That's Radharani's the service. So don't think otherwise, Sometimes we want to separate, management from spiritual, but actually management is for a spiritual activity. It's for the service of the Lord. So it's not material. Once a devotee told Prabhupada in India, Prabhupada, I'm tired of being in India. I want to leave to America. Why? Because I'm in charge of the construction of the temple. I have to buy bricks and cement and all this. And they always try to cheat me, ask for more money and They see I'm Westerner, they want to charge me more money, I have to fight with them, all the time. I'm tired of this, Prabhupada. Prabhupada told him, I'm also Indian, they also cheat you? No, Prabhupada, you did not cheat. I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about the others. Prabhupada said, he laughed at Prabhupada. Actually, I did cheat you. I told you just chant and dance and eat prasad, but then I introduced the 4 regulative principles. Like that. After Prabhupada initiated the first devotees, next day he put a notice in the temple room. All initiated devotees must follow these 4 regulative principles. Oops, too late. We are ready. We are ready. We can't give up. We don't want to give up Krishna consciousness. So that's the main point, The main point, Prabhupada said, more important than making new devotees is to maintain devotees who are already there. Because I have seen through the years, devotees come and sometimes after years they leave, for some reason or other, But very important to keep good relationship, harmonic relationship between the devotees. They feel, they feel protected, they feel motivated, inspired. Prabhupada is very expert at that, Once a devotee approached Prabhupada in Vrindavan, Prabhupada, I'm living the movement. Why? Because so many devotees come to me to talk Prajalpa all the time, criticizing this, criticizing that, finding fault with that, with this. I'm tired of this. Oh, Prabhupada said, well, they also come to me speaking nonsense, but I change the conversation to Krishna. You also must become expert like me and change the conversation, speak about Krishna. I remember we were in devotees, brahmacharis in South America. Devotees will make jokes. They say, do you know who fell down? No, who fell down? Krishna over Kaliya. He was dancing on the head of Kaliya. Another brahmachari said, you want to be entangled in the sari? No, I'm a brahmachari, what are you talking about? And Tulsi Devi Maharani, sari. They were like doing like that. Have good humor about this. So anyway, spiritual life also means, happy, That's not like, Prabhupada said, the devotee should always be happy. If he is morose, that means he's been attacked by Maya. There is no reason not to be happy. Krishna is always happy. You see Krishna always jolly. Even killing demon, he's smiling, looking sidelong Radharani and he's killing the demon. So we are part of Krishna. We have the right to always be happy also. And how we can always be happy? Being in touch with Krishna all the time. Speaking about Krishna, hearing about Krishna, chanting Lord Krishna's name, working for Krishna. Even if you have to go out, do some job, sometimes the devotee asks me, it's very difficult to remember Krishna, I'm doing this job, I have to talk about so many other things that have nothing to do with Krishna. How can I remember Krishna? Just remember, who are you working for? Who's the boss in your house? Who's the owner of the house? Why you have to work to pay bills and buy bog and all? Why you're doing this? Because this is Krishna's house. You're doing for Krishna's seva, isn't it? Or not? You think it is your house, then you're in problem. That's very important. Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he gave the example, perfect devotee grihastha. He had a job, he was a lawyer, judge in the court. And he said, my dear Lord, if I work to maintain this house, this family, because this is your house, this is your family. I'm only here, your servant. Nothing belongs to me. So this is the right attitude for Grihastha devotees who have family, who have jobs, how to deal with this situation, you know. We all would like to be more reading, chanting all day, you know. But it is important to understand, if you have good sadhana in the morning, then all other activity during the day becomes spiritualized. Because you relate them to your sadhana, to your goal, the goal in life, no? To please Guru and Krishna. That's our goal of life. If they are pleased, what else we can aspire for, you know? Prabhupada's Guru used to say, don't try to see God. Act in such a way that God will see you. He will notice you. So, and after 1 week in Mexico, Prabhupada went to Venezuela. And the airline name was Biasa, a Venezuelan airline. And at the airport, Shutakirti forgot to bring prasad from the airplane, from the temple, for the flight. So he was a little desperate, and one devotee, Indian lady, she told him, this is prasad for Prabhupada, I prepared. Oh, thank you. Was like 5-hour flight. So as soon as the flight took off, Prabhupada said, what is the prasad? The devotee said, you want something from the airplane? Prabhupada said, no, we should have our own prasad. So it was an aluminium folder. They opened it up without plate. And inside was muri. You know what muri is? Puffed rice with peanuts and spice. So Prabhupada ate. Although it wasn't too much, he ate only half. And he told the devotee next to him, you take. So the devotee divided 2 devotees. They were happily eating the Mahaprasad. And a young stewardess passing through, without saying a word, she grabbed a bunch of muri and bumped it in her mouth. The devotee were shocked. That's not professional, you know. Without even asking permission, he just... And she said, oh, this is so tasty. What is this made of? Also, the devotee explained to her, you know. Prabhupada was smiling, you know. She was very, you know. Anyway, she said, is that all you're going to eat? I said, well, we are vegetarian. Unless you get us some fruit, we will not eat. Oh, I will give you. She brought a basket full of fruits for Prabhupada and for the devotees. She bought a plate and knives and everything. And after a while, she came back and she asked, would you like something more? Prabhupada said, yes, hot milk. And she ran and brought a jar full of hot milk. She served Prabhupada and the devotees like that. Shutakirti said that in the temples, the devotee used to bribe him to get some maha from Prabhupada's plate. They offered money or to do some service, personal service. He said never accepted bribes. I remember when Prabhupada was in Venezuela, we used to make a line outside his door, waiting for him to finish taking his prasad, and the servant will give us a little of his Mahaprasad from his plate. One day, one devotee came late. He was at the end of the line. So when the plate came out, he ran and jumped on the plate. And we also jumped on the plate. So the plate fell on the floor, making big noise. We tried to grab anything we could. I grabbed a piece of chewed orange. Prabhupada, I am eating powder, you know. So when Prabhupada heard the noise, he took his head out of the room and he saw us all, and he smiled. He understood what happened. He didn't say anything. So, anyway, this stewardess something amazing happened. Few years after, the devotee were doing book distribution and when in the border between Venezuela and Brazil, and one devotee knocked at the house. One lady came, he offered the book. She said, yeah, I will buy the book, please come. And he saw she has pictures of Krishna and her home and Lord Chaitanya. He said, oh, you know the movement? Yes. I was stewardess and I offered Prabhupada milk and fruit. And I started visiting Los Angeles temple. Now I'm chanting japa and following the principles. She became devotee. One moment of association with Prabhupada, she became devotee. Shutakirti said that devotee were bribing him, never, but she stole the mercy. She stole the mercy. She got the benefit. It's called Agyata Sukriti. Unknowingly, you know. You know, when the movement started in South America, Venezuela, the first devotees, they arrived in December 72. So one of them went to speak, to preach to the students at the university. Many spoke English. So he was Canadian. He went there, and he didn't know that the majority of them were Marxist, atheists, you know. Leninist, Marxist, and communist, and all this, atheist. So he was preaching about God consciousness, and of course they didn't like it. They were having heavy argument with him, you know. Finally they accused him, oh, you must be CIA agent. Came here to brainwash the young people to believe in this God nonsense and all this, you know, like that. So he was arguing with them, so they became upset, and they decided to beat him up. So the devotee has to run, and they would stick after him, grab him, beat him up, hang him. And the devotee was running for his life, you know. And one man, lawyer with his car, was passing through, and he saw this orange man running, and all these people. So this man's life is in danger. Let me help. So he stopped the car, opened the back door, and waved at the devotee, you know, to come. The devotee jumped in the car, and he saved his life. No? Then in 73, they got an apartment to start the movement, you know, preaching movement there. Then got a house, better house, like that. And beginning of 74, they got a very nice house. And that's how I joined in that house. The movement was only 1 year in the country. And one day, the police came. What you call when they enter by force into a place? Raid is a raid. So it's a raid. They came with machine guns, with boots. They entered the temple with the boots. And they searched everything to see if anything illegal. Nothing illegal was there. We have nothing to worry about. But still they said, okay, but we have to take you to police station for investigation. Okay, the temple princess say, can you give us some time we haven't finished our spiritual program. The class, Bhagavatam class was not given yet. They say, okay, you have only half hour. So temple president asked one devotee to read from the Krishna book. So devotee opened the Krishna book randomly, and the first page of the chapter entitled Kamsa started persecution. And devotee, we were all laughing like Mataji. The police said, that's people crazy, we're going to arrest them, and they're laughing. Because we related, you know, that modern camps are persecuting the devotees. So anyway, after the class, they took us all and their cars, vans to the police station, and they put in a cell. We took Mridanga and Kartal. We were doing kirtan there. At noontime, some devotee live outside. They brought us prasad because we didn't have breakfast. And we asked them, please give prasad to the policemen who arrested us. So the policemen were sorry. They said, with so many criminals out there, and we are wasting our time with you here, we know you are good people, but we have to obey orders. Please forgive us. They were very nice people, actually. So in the evening, they released us. We went. The idea was to frighten us so we would not go to temple, go to our parents' house. But that didn't happen. We became more determined. Now we want challenge, no matter what. So that was what's happening. Next day, in the newspaper appeared, Hare Krishna temple raided, and an arsenal of weapons was found. All lies, What they found was one rifle. And the rifle belonged to the watchman, at now. Because some bad people come at night and throw, eggs at the walls of the temple or bottles and things. Drunk people, crazy people. So we asked the police protection. They say, we have no time for this. If you want to pay a guard, you pay a guard, So we managed that. Pay the guard to guard at night with a rifle. And he would fall asleep most of the time. One night a thief came and stole the rifle from him. One devotee had to chase him and take the rifle back. He had to fight the thief, Crazy. Anyway, so the police found the rifle and the news came out. An arsenal of weapons. It came in the newspaper, And next day, one man came, said, I'm lawyer. I read this newspaper. I need to speak with the temple president. So, no more problems. He said, no, I came to help you. I know you are good people, and this is an injustice being done to you. I want to help you. I'm not going to charge nothing. I just want to help. It was the same lawyer who saved the life of the devotee. The same lawyer. So he was very helpful. He forced the newspaper to rectify what they said, that this was not true. He forced them. Like that. And he didn't charge any money. Like when Prabhupada came, he was chanting japa already. So he will go with Prabhupada walking in the morning. He's asked very nice question to Prabhupada. Prabhupada liked him, actually. One morning he was busy working. He could not come. Prabhupada asked, where is the lawyer? Oh, Prabhupada, he's busy. Oh. One day only he missed. Anyway, his name was Bolivar. So when Prabhupada was walking in the park every morning there in South America, some lady greeted him. She said, Buenos dias. Prabhupada asked what that means. We said, good morning. Oh. And next group of people, they said, Buenos dias. He answered in Spanish, Buenos dias. He learned the Spanish like that. And one morning, Prabhupada stopped at the lake. There is many lakes there with lotus flowers, like that. Prabhupada said, what flower is that? And one brahmachari, Havi Das, he put his dhoti up and entered the lake and grabbed the flower and gave it to Prabhupada. He was thinking that the flower was a lotus. He didn't say, he just thought. And Prabhupada said, no, it is not a lotus, it is a lily. Like he read his mind, like that. But Prabhupada appreciated the gesture. He wanted to please Prabhupada, like that. So, another time during the walk, what Prabhupada wanted, there was a replica of Cristobal Columbus 3 big boats, ships, that came to Spain, to South America. And Prabhupada wanted to go into them. But it was too early. They opened late at 9 or something. Prabhupada liked to go to work at 6 in the morning when the sun rises, like that. No? So, but when Prabhupada arrived, the first day was, he came in the evening, arrived in the evening. And devotees from like 5-6 countries from South America came to visit and be initiated by Prabhupada. So as soon as Prabhupada entered the temple, the ladies were throwing flowers on him from the roof of the temple, and he paid obeisance to Gaur Nitai, and then he sat down, Vyasa-san, and he was facing Gaur Nitai, and one devotee was asked to do the Abhishekam, but he didn't know how to do it. It was the first time for him. And there were all these ingredients, yogurt and honey and ghee and all. So he thought, Prabhupada must be tired, a long flight. Let me give him a foot massage. So he mixed all the ingredients together, made a paste, and started smearing up to the knee, and was giving massage. The devotees who came with Prabhupada, they told him, this is not the way to do it, So he looked at Prabhupada, and Prabhupada looked at him. Go on. So he finished, doing that. And we were dancing, chanting in front of Prabhupada, Prabhupada was looking at all of us, and suddenly he looked at me. I never saw in my life somebody with such, pure sight, like a small child, innocent child. I felt like a spiritual window, opened. I felt like the temple was floating in midair, Was a very amazing experience to be with Prabhupada, and I felt immediate connection, my spiritual father, was very beautiful experience. And then when we were dancing, chanting, this devotee with Dolce and Amrit was throwing at us.
Oh my God. Is it Havi Prabhu?
Happy Prabhu was throwing on them. And this one, he was emotionally, excited, and he was dancing and throwing at everyone like that.
Havi Prabhu is musician.
Yeah.
Yes, the musician. Yes. He actually brought Prabhupada's books first time to South America. And he was drinking also, so I ran to him, give me something, I got few drops, Anyway, and after that, Prabhupada spoke, gave a talk, and he said, thank you very much for welcoming me. I'm very happy to visit your temple. And it is so nice that we have with us tonight these two Prabhus. And he was pointing at the deity Gaur Nitai, the two Prabhus. Like that. So he said they came from far away, their home, Navadvip, to give blessing to everyone in this far away part of the world. So there is a very nice song. Can you please follow me? He wanted to sing a song for them. So what they were grabbing Mirdanga, and Prabhupada started to sing. You know that song? Paramo Bailo Chandas Thakur. Paramo Koruna Pahondui Jana Nitai Gaura Chandra Tabavatar Sarashiromani Kevala Nandakanda. That Nitai Gaura Chandra are most merciful. Parama Koruna. Pahondui Jana, the best of all the Brahmanas, all Dvijas. Tavavatar Sarashiromani, they are the crest jewel of all avatars. Because they brought a process which is Kevala Ananda Kanda, simply blissful. Hearing Harikatha, chanting, dancing, feasting, very blissful process. But as soon as Prabhupada said the first two words, Paramo Koruna, his voice choked. He couldn't sing. He closed his eyes, laid his head back, and we could see stream of tears coming from his eyes. The temple was filled like more than 100 people, all silent for a few moments. Nobody would. You can hear a pin drop. And after a few moments, Prabhupada opened his eyes. We could see his eyes shining, in ecstasy. And he said, Paramo Karuna. Lord Chaitanya is so merciful. Because if you have come to kill demons like Krishna did, practically speaking, nobody will be left in Kali Yuga. But he came to kill the evil mentality of the people. He said, in Kali Yuga, the devotee and the demon live in the same body, meaning the mentality. And he came to kill the evil mentality of the people with this Harinam Sankirtan, with this chanting and a good association. So you are very fortunate. You got the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. Now you must make others fortunate. That's what Prabhupada told us. We were going Sankirtan every day, 8 hours. Harinam and book distribution, both we were doing every day. So that was a great experience to be with Prabhupada. I would like to hear from you if you have any comment or questions. I can see there's somebody's birthday today. Whose birthday is today? Huh?
He's our nephew.
Your nephew, what is his name? Kartikeya. Congratulations. Happy birthday.
Let's cut the cake.
Haribo. So,
There's a cake here.
very good, yes. You know, the first Prabhupada Vyas Puja was Western style in Toronto. They brought a cake. Also, they brought the cake to Prabhupada, make it cut the cake and everything. Prabhupada accepted this.
Maharaj, thank you so much for this nectarian katha that you said today.
Thank
So
you.
nice to hear about Prabhupada and all the disciples. I don't want it to stop, just wanted to hear more and more.
Thank you. Well, we'll keep hearing tomorrow after tomorrow also. You can always ask questions, comments, You want to, yeah. Yes,
When you said cooking is very important,
yes,
I was remembering that in spiritual world, there is no preaching, there is no book distribution because everybody is devotee.
yes,
Only service is cooking for Krishna.
yes.
That's why very important cooking.
It's very important service. Not only cooking, there is chanting, dancing. No? There are no demons. Only rumors. Sometimes there are rumors. Demons are coming. Everybody run. But no demon comes. Because demon there become devotees. You know, the bull Krishna killed Arishtasura, he's dead. But he's devotee there. So everybody jump on his back, he give ride all over. then he come back. Sometimes Krishna want to go to Mathura, kill Kamsa in the spiritual world. So he jump on Kaliya. Kaliya goes to Mathura. Then Yoga Maya create a Kamsa, not real Kamsa. Create a Maya. Maya Kamsa. Krishna kill, but go back to Vrindavan. The same day. That's Sanatana Goswami explained. Brihavatamrita. So Krishna pastime go in a circle, eternal circle. Finish one universe, go to another universe, then go back to spiritual world, and again go to another universe, non-stop. Same Lord Chaitanya also. And one day of Brahma, he appeared in one universe. And there are millions of universes, so you have every day pastimes in each and you. Now, right now, Krishna is one universe, lifting Govardhana. We can meditate like that. Yes.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. I've read some descriptions about how Mother Yashoda manages the kitchen for Krishna's breakfast, like millions of copies, arranging different ingredients and things like that. But I've never heard of Radharani management skills.
Yes, yes. Actually, Durvasa Muni visited Vrindavan, and the gopis cooked for him. Radharani, organized the cooking, and they wanted to serve prasad for him, but he was on the other side of Yamuna. They were looking for boats to cross. They didn't find any boat. They found Krishna sitting at the shore. So they asked, Krishna, please help us. We need to serve prasad to Durvasa Muni, but there are no boats. What we should do? Krishna said, very easy. Just stand in front of Yamuna and say the following words. By the strength and power of the austerities of Krishna, the brahmachari, open the water, open your water. Gopi said, brahmachari, you will be big grihastha in Dwarka, you have money. Said, no, believe me, say, and see what happened. And they say the word, water Yamuna opened up. Oh, Krishna, sorry, you were right. They crossed the river, they served the prasad to Durvasa Muni. He was very satisfied. And Radharani asked him, to come here we have to say the password Krishna, an eternal brahmachari. What we have to say to go back? He said, you say, by the austerities of Durvasa Muni who didn't eat today, open your water. How is that you didn't eat today? We saw you eating. How is that Krishna's brahmachari? Please explain these things to us. And he said, yes, I will explain. Krishna is not a materialistic enjoyer. He doesn't enjoy any material woman. He's actually brahmachari. You gopis, Radharani, you are not human women. You are not made of flesh and blood. You are spiritual as Krishna. And all the queens in Dwarka are expansion of you. All the Lakshmis and Vaikuntha are expansions of you. You are as good as Krishna. So he's not materialistic enjoyer, he's brahmachari. Eternal brahmachari. And I'm also not materialistic enjoyer. It is true you saw me eating, but I also watching myself eating. I was separate from my body. I know I'm not the body, I'm the spirit soul. So I watching my body eat, but I was not thinking I'm the body. So in that way I didn't eat. Oh, so they like this explanation. And Durvasa Muni gave blessing to Radharani. Everything you cook will taste like nectar, and whoever eat your food will always be healthy, strong, When Yashoda heard that, she asked please Radharani, come and cook for Krishna every day. That was the arrangement. So that's why she was cooking. And she had other gopi assistant. She had like 25 fires at the same time, and she was managing, do this, do that, add this spice here, add the spice there. That was her department. But then Kutila Jatila became upset. He said, no, people start talking. You're going to somebody's house cooking for another person. You are married. No more cooking for Krishna. Stop. So Radharani fell ill. And she said, I was bitten by a snake. But actually it was the snake of separation from Krishna. So Krishna disguised himself as a female doctor. And he went with Lalita. And Lalita introduced, this is a very good female doctor from Mathura. And she's expert at curing snake bites. You must allow her to cure Radharani. Yes, yes, please. He said, you have to leave me alone with her. You stay outside. So all of them hearing through the door, So Krishna, he asked the snake, snake, why are you to buy this innocent girl? And Krishna did the voice of a snake, saying, actually I came to buy Jatila and Kutila because they forbade Radharani from cooking from Krishna. I was angry at them. But not finding them here, I thought to buy Radharani so they also will suffer because they're family. So, all right. So I'm gonna cure this girl from the poison, and you have to help me subtract the poison from her body. Do you agree, snake? Yes, yes. But first I have one condition, the snake said. What is your condition? That they should not stop ever Radharani for cooking for Krishna. They have to promise this. And Jatila Kutila, yes, we promise. Like that. Do you know who's the so-called husband of Radharani? Abhimanyu, you know who is he? It's Krishna's shadow. Shadow doesn't do anything you don't do. It's a pastime. He doesn't put a finger on Radharani, just there to make it more dangerous, exciting to meet Krishna. That's all. That is its service. Once Kutila told Abhimanyu all the time speaking about the affairs of Radha and Krishna, you are the only one who doesn't know what is going on. No, don't speak like that. My wife is very, very chaste, very faithful to me. Don't speak like that. You don't believe right now, go in that forest, they are there. So Radha and Krishna were meeting in that forest, and they heard steps coming. Oh, Radha said, this must be my husband Abhimanyu. So he said, don't worry. Krishna stood up, took the form of Goddess Kali, and Radharani was doing puja. And Radharani was saying, dear Kali, please protect my husband and make him healthy, wealthy. When Abhimanyu heard that, oh, my sister, you are all wrong, you don't know anything. This is Krishna Leela, Sometimes excuse Radharani want to go to worship the sun god, and Krishna become the priest doing the puja. All excuse to meet, They want danger, they want excitement, they want difficulties like that. It's part of the Leela, of the enjoyment. It's not an easy subject, but since we're amongst devotees, I can talk.
There's a beautiful description in the Vaishnava song, Bhaja Bhakata Vatsala.
Yes, beautiful song. We used to sing this song every day at the time of Bhogarti, yes. We used to sing that song.
We used to also sing.
While Krishna is eating, we were outside the curtain singing the song.
In New Vrindavan also we used to sing.
Yes. We used to chant in the morning also the song for Lord Chaitanya. Udilo Aruna Pura Babari Dwijamani Gaura Mani Jage Bhakata Samualoya Sate Gelana Garabraje. I used to sing it every day. But they stopped doing, I don't know why.
Yeah, Radhanath Maharaj used to make us sing this.
Beautiful. Prabhupada asked us to sing this song. We should get back to this old times.
1 month before Gaur Purnima, we sing Sachishud Ashtakam.
Yeah, very nice. Very good. And now for Janmashtami, how we are getting ready for Janmashtami. We shall read Krishna book.
You
Very
heard
good.
the lecture, the 64 qualities of Krishna.
Yes, very good. 64 qualities of Krishna being discussed. Very nice.
4 days course I did.
Very good. All right. Any comment, questions?
Getting late, so
Getting late. Let's have the birthday party. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki Gaur Premanandi.